We operate in an environment of constant verbal output. Our calendars are packed with back-to-back virtual meetings, and our daily conversations often run at a rapid-fire pace, where we race to fill every available second with words. We have developed a cultural bias that equates talking with competence. We assume the person speaking the most is the one dominating the interaction and controlling the room. Because of that expectation, when a natural pause occurs in a conversation, we feel an immediate, almost visceral sense of awkwardness. A sudden void of noise makes us highly anxious. When social silence hits, we experience an amygdala hijack. The brain perceives the sudden break in communication as an active threat, triggering a biological panic response. Overriding rational control, we word vomit and offer rapid concessions simply to make the quiet stop. Our instinctual urge to fill the void actively sabotages our own negotiations, our conflict resolution, and our relationships. Top-tier negotiators, psychologists, and effective leaders approach these quiet moments entirely differently than a reactive talker. They influence the direction of an interaction by carefully deciding what to withhold. Leverage belongs to the person who can tolerate the discomfort of an empty room, sitting in stillness while letting the other person squirm. Strategic silence forces the opposing party to show their hand, effectively making them negotiate against themselves. The exact moment someone stops speaking, a biological alert goes off in the listener's head. The sudden absence of noise commands immediate attention. Look at this model of auditory processing. When the sound waves of speech abruptly drop away, the listener's auditory cortex lights up, actively scanning the void to extract meaning from the silence. With verbal cues gone, specialized mirror neurons take over. This shifts the brain's resources, forcing the listener to hyper-focus on visual data, carefully reading your facial expressions and body language to figure out what you are thinking. Silence does not mean the other person has disengaged. Instead, it forces a multi-layered, highly active neural connection. By withholding words, you successfully hijack the other person's attention, ensuring your next statement lands with maximum impact. In business deals and salary discussions, whoever holds the most information holds the leverage, a dynamic known as informational asymmetry. You can exploit this by clearly stating your terms, your price, or your boundary, and then abruptly closing your mouth. The other person will experience that biological discomfort with the void. To cope, they will start projecting their own insecurities and assumptions into the empty space. Rushing to fill the silence, they will over-explain their position, offer unprompted concessions, or reveal their true bottom line. Holding the pause transfers the pressure entirely onto the other side, yielding superior terms with zero additional effort on your part. While silence works as an offensive tactic in negotiations, it serves an entirely different purpose during a crisis, a heated argument, or a moment of grief. Here, the goal is safety, not dominance. Conflict is fueled by speed. Rapid reactions breed escalation. To de-escalate a tense situation, you have to kill the momentum of the argument. This graph illustrates our internal state. The stress hormone cortisol spikes during rapid arguments. A deliberate pause acts as a physiological brake pedal, signaling there is no immediate threat. As cortisol flattens out, it short-circuits the fight or flight response for both of you. When you give someone the space to finish their thought without managing them or interrupting them, you create psychological safety. They finally feel heard. In highly emotional moments, silence operates as a collaborative container, turning a hostile confrontation into a genuine connection. Maintaining total composure while everyone else squirms represents a rare, powerful form of confidence. Physically, this behavior looks exactly like soft, unwavering eye contact, relaxed facial muscles, and a calm, reassuring nod. You can practice this physical control by applying a behavioral tactic called the 3-second rule. After you receive a tough question, face a burst of anger, or finish answering an interview prompt, count to 3 internally before speaking or reacting. This graphic breaks down how to execute it properly. You pair that internal 3-second count with soft eye contact and an open posture. This combination ensures your silence feels inviting and receptive, rather than passive-aggressive. Mastering the pause transforms a conversation from a reactive exchange into a high-stakes active intention. By mastering the quiet, we stop blindly reacting. we start truly listening, and we allow the strategic use of silence to do the heavy lifting in our most critical moments.